There have been a series of strikes, counter-strikes, starting with that school in Gaza, children killed there, children killed in the Golan Heights, and now fear of greater escalation.
Hi, Simon. Yes, it has been a wretched weekend, hasn't it? A lot of people have lost their lives. This community, Majd al-Shams, certainly in shock today after what happened yesterday. Let me just stand out of the way, because I think it's worth seeing. You will see the place where a large munition, a large rocket landed. It's punctured the hole of a football pitch. You can see that a big chunk of the pitch has been taken out. The fence has been blown backwards. The whole site now a hive of activity. And the thing about this site is that it was where children, teenagers, young people, it's where they were resting in between their football matches. It's where they would go to take a breather, to drink some water in between their matches. And that is where this weapon, a large weapon, that's where it hit. This is what we know about the young people who died between the ages of 11 and 16. 11 and 16, 12 lost their lives, mostly boys, a couple of girls. One young person hasn't been identified, but clearly a huge blast. The IDF, the Israel Defense Forces, briefing us that it was fitted, this rocket, an Iranian-made Falak 1, they say, was fitted with a 53-kilogram warhead. It's done significant damage as well to the school behind me. It's blown out the windows. You can see bits of concrete taken out of the walls as well. And you know what? It didn't have to travel a very long distance, this, according to the IDF. And I'm going to ask my camera just to pan to her left. This community, it's sandwiched between a mountain range, and just over those hills that you are looking at, that is Lebanon. That is where the Israelis say the weapon was fired from, just behind those hills. The Israelis telling us that the weapon went up in the air, and then it came straight down onto the football pitch. That is why they say that the kids here, the people in this community, they got very little warning, just a couple of seconds of warning from the siren system. Basically, they didn't have a chance. That's the view of the Israelis. They clearly believe that Hezbollah are responsible. They say, look, Hezbollah is the only organization that had access. It's the only organization that uses these Falak 1 weapons. It must be them. Hezbollah, they have denied it. I can tell you that US officials are briefing this afternoon that it may have been a misfire. That is certainly a possibility. The question, why would they strike this community, Druze community, people who practice the Druze faith? It hasn't been hit. We have been told it hasn't been hit so far, anything like this. So certainly a question that people are asking. But yes, a terrible scene here in Majd al-Shams.